We out rafting, yo. We hitting this lake. This is your first time here. This is where I review a product I have bought, I have no sponsorship or bias towards, and have put through the ringer. Who am I? I've been mountaineering, climbing, and backpacking for over 20 years. I'm the guy who intentionally gets lost in the woods to see if I can survive and get out with only the gear on my back. I'm the guy who buys and tests out all this gear so that you don't have to. Welcome to Short Roped. All right, so today we are hitting the lake. We're gonna do some pack rafting, and we are gonna rock the Kokopelli Rogue-Lite. So this is one of my favorite pack rafts you can get. It basically starts at about around $1,000, give or take, with taxes and everything. The cool thing about it is this is it. Rolls up super small. You can put it on the outside of your pack if you are going to be actually backpacking and then hitting this in rivers or lakes. So it weighs 5.5 pounds, very light, with accessories depending on what you use, up to 6 pounds, but 6 pounds for a full-size raft is pretty bomber. Another thing I really like about this is, first, it's really well made. This whole floor, which is the black part of the raft, and you'll see once I get it blown up, this is Kevlar. DuPont Kevlar, my friend. It cannot stop a bullet, but it can definitely protect this raft from going over any kind of rocks, trees, anything that you might kind of hit underneath that water. Definitely going to help. There's also the Rogue X Lite, I believe it's called, which is full Kevlar on the sides as well. This is not, so I do save a little bit of weight. I've never had any punctures, any issues with it, but let's get into it and I'll show you how easy this thing is to set up, and then we're going to hit the water. So we got the raft. It comes with these 2 straps. Easy way to keep them cinched up. These can be modified. You can obviously use like a bungee, whatever you want. For now, I'm just using these because they work really well. But I do like the idea of just a single bungee. And there you have it. Kokopelli Rogue-Lite. Pretty simple to use. As you can see, that's the pump. This is where you pump it up. And we'll get to that in a second. Otherwise, there's not much to it. You don't need much. You got some cinch sacks, some tie downs. So you could put your pack on this pretty easily, just cinching it down. I usually just use a carabiner, or again, I'll use some bungees to put my pack on it. Another cool thing about it is you can also put your bike on it. So if you're doing bike packing, bike camping, bike rafting, you can definitely do this. Put your mountain bike on this. Just make sure that it is secure. Obviously, you do not want that falling off in the water. But this is the Kevlar part I was talking about, the whole bottom part of the raft. And that's it. So let's get this thing blown up. We'll go over what else we got. It also comes with a seat. This is optional. I actually use it. Just helps. It's a little more comfortable to sit on. This does not come with any kind of like foot or hip tie downs. It does not come with like a seat that you can attach. Some of the packs that Kokopelli sells do come with that. So if that is an essential thing, definitely look into it. So the seat is the easiest thing to blow up. You just use your mouth. Valves are super nice, super convenient. Otherwise, that's it. That's the seat. I'll show you how this goes on after I get this thing pumped up. So what I like to use personally is one of these little electric pumps. It does come with a pump bag that you can use. You can fill it, just put air in it, squeeze it. It's going to take forever. This little tiny thing that you can buy on Amazon, Kokopelli also sells one. It's like just way easier to use, and the charge on this lasts forever. But I'll put some links below in the description for these little pumps. It has a little light too, which is actually pretty convenient if you are going out at night. Just another cool little feature. But pumping this thing up with this is very easy. So what you're going to do is find the right attachment. So this is the pump. That's the valve in there. As you can see, hopefully. And I'll do some close-ups of these as well. So for this Kokopelli, you're going to want to use this bigger one. These come with tons of things, so you can like blow up your sleeping pads. You can blow up any kind of inflatable with it. It just comes with every attachment. So it's also cool. It can also has other features. So I just put this in, blow it up. So there's basically two ports on this. One is to inflate, one is to deflate. As long as you balance it down there, you can walk away and let it pump. So in terms of PSI, I'll put all the tech specs up on the screen, but when pumping it up, I wouldn't worry too much about the PSI. You can't really overinflate this. You'll know once it's pretty solid, you're done, stop, it's gonna float, you're good to go. After this is pumped up, we'll get that seat in there. We will put our paddles together. These are also some Kokopellis, which are nice. And then I'll show you what other gear I like to use when I'm rafting. So another thing you might want to consider anytime you're hitting the water is UV shirt, anything that protects it against the sun. I like this one because it's long sleeve, also has a hood, so I could put it up to protect my neck or head. It is starting to get sunny. This is Patagonia Capilene, which I like. It just breathes really well, it works for me. Also got some water shoes. These are just Adidas, tons of different kind of water shoes. You don't have to wear shoes, but depending on where you're going to be stepping out in that lake or river to launch and get off, you might want to consider it. A couple other things, obviously, sunglasses I like to have, especially when you're on the lake or the river. You're going to have that sun reflecting right off the water onto you, so you don't want to get blinded while you're rafting. So I definitely recommend sunglasses, and they also look cool. So I got my little hat, North Face. Again, keeps the sun off. I don't think it actually looks that good on me, but any kind of bucket type sun hat works well. It definitely keeps the sun off. And I like that, you know, just has a string so I can take it off if need be. So right now I'm basically just waiting for this thing to fill up. As you can see, still pretty squishy. You want to get that nice and firm. I'm also just keeping an eye on the wrinkles. Once the wrinkles start to smooth out, you know you're getting pretty close. These are all seam sealed, so it is really bomber. There's also versions of these where they have internal storage, costs a little bit more. If that is something you think you might need, I definitely recommend checking it out. For me, it's not something I've needed, so didn't see the need to spend more on what's already a pretty expensive pack raft. That said, you know, overall, I'd say I got what I paid for. I really love this thing. As you can see, it's smoothed out. It's hard. Pump is now working. Taking it out, sealing it. Pump's off, and we are done. So let's check this thing out. There you have it. Kokopelli Rogue-Lite. So I'm about 6 feet tall. This is taller than me. Really nice pack raft. NRS also sells some really good stuff too. So if you didn't want to go the Kokopelli route, I would check out the NRS. I'm just a fan of the Kokopelli, just based on my history and usage with it. Have had no issues. It's also super light. I mean, it's just, for 5.5 pounds, you can't really go wrong. This is definitely my way to go. It just really works well for me. So we're pumped up. Next up, we're just going to put the little seat in right there. You got the front right here where there's a lot more room. You got the back. Obviously, this back part's going to be carrying much more weight because that's where your body's going to be. And putting in the seat is simple. Does come with this little strap just to tell you which way to put it, but in case you didn't know, it goes like that, slides right in, just like that. So in terms of using the strap, I typically just do it out of habit. Also, in case I do wipe out on some rapids or something, I don't want to lose the seat. That said, if you're just going for like a chill ride in a lake or a chill river ride, you don't even have to strap it up. I mean, this thing's, you know, in there by itself. Also, you're going to be sitting on it, so you'll be fine. But in terms of this video, I am going to strap up. And there you have it. We're in. I just like to make sure it's all the way in the back. And that's it. This is your raft. How simple is that? Here are the tie downs that you can use. So you can use any kind of bungee. You can even clip like carabiners in there, which I often do. But you can tie down your backpack up here. You can tie down your bike. You can also just throw your pack in between your legs, but I actually find it's a little more comfortable actually strapping it down. So another reason why I do like to use the straps that came with the raft is once you're there, these can actually just go in here. You can just put them in, loop them through, tie down whatever you need with what comes with it. But again, if you are going to swap these out for like a bungee cord or something of your own choosing, I would take them with you, because again, you can just use whatever you're using to tie down whatever you need to tie down, your pack, your bike, what have ya. We got the paddle, again, Kokopelli. It's a 4-piece. I got the 4-piece just, again, because I am doing pack rafting. So I needed something that would fit pretty easy in my bag. Little clips, snaps in, there you go. Simple as that. I do have a leash. I don't really use it most of the time, but if I am going to be doing any kind of rapids or white water, I am going to strap this on to, you know, my PFD. Again, snaps it in, and last side. Just press the little button in, push it down, clicks. There you go. You got your paddle. I carry my little rafting bag. This is a waterproof bag that I like to use. What I keep in here, I do have some other water shoes. These are also Adidas, just slip-on shoes. But again, I'm usually just wearing whatever. I do have this Pelican case just if I'm going to do something where there's a chance I'm going to wipe out, I'm probably going to put my phone in here. This is cool because it's marine, the marine version. I'll put a link below. So this floats. It's also easy to spot in the water, but this is waterproof, so it'll protect my phone. And last up, I got a PFD, personal flotation device. So this, again, is pretty simple to use. It just clips on, and when you hit water, there's a CO2 cartridge that will inflate this. You'll float. If you're going to be doing anything like whitewater or bigger rapids, I would definitely go with, you know, NRS. Personally, over this, which I did not bring, so I cannot show you, it's a little more secure. I also got this cool little flashlight. So this is basically a strobe. Again, if this hits water, it'll turn on, or you can manually turn it on. It's a strobe. Makes it easy to find. And this also has a pull string. So if for any reason the CO2 does not engage and pump this thing up, you just pull this tab out. The whole thing will inflate. A couple other things I like to carry. I have my little emergency kit. So this has patches just in case this does puncture somewhere. I can patch it, otherwise it's not going to be a fun day. All this stuff comes with the raft when you get it. This is what I was talking about earlier. This bag you can use to inflate this entire thing. So if you are looking to save weight. But honestly, this thing takes a lot longer. The good thing about it is, you know, you don't have to charge it, obviously. But again, I personally would rather use just the regular electrical pump because it weighs like hardly anything and it's just super fast, super convenient to use. All right, so now we are set up and we are going to hit the water. Let's do it. Personal floats, protection, safety first. Got my hat, even though pretty overcast, so probably don't need that, but it does help with the sweating. And come on, it looks cool. So as you can see, definitely a one-person raft. I would not want to put two in here. I guess you could, but not going to be super comfy. Pretty tight. They do sell two-person rafts, so. Otherwise, here we are, hitting the lake. We're on the Kokopelli. And let's hit it. Let's get to rafting. I do really like this. So yes, it's expensive. Keep an eye out for sales, but it's definitely the way to go if you're going to hit that pack rafting.